Hi and welcome to White Wolf Yoga. In today's session we're going to take a step-by-step look at tripod headstand. So just before we start, there's a couple of things to mention, a few contraindications. So this pose may not be suitable if you've got any head or neck problems. If you're pregnant, best to avoid unless your body's really used to the practice. If you're not too sure, you're best to seek advice first. Okay, so we'll take it as you've been practicing yoga for a while, you've been working towards your headstand, and you just want a little bit more of an in-depth look at getting in and getting out of the pose. As always, we're going to take it gently, step by step, just so that you can see how you feel at each stage, rest when you need, and remember never to feel any pressure to go beyond what feels right for you today. Also, I should have mentioned as well, if it's time of the month, deep inversions are also maybe not recommended, but that's something I can give you advice on and you can just see how you feel with it. Okay, so we're going to start, we're going to go into tabletop position to begin with. So we're just warming up gently. We'll place our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees beneath our hips, and we'll take a couple of rounds of cow and cat to start. On an inhale, pop up into cow stretch. And on an exhale, round off and into cat. Relax our head, give it a little shake from side to side. Let's go through a few rounds. Inhale, pop up. Exhale, press back. One more, can we? Inhale, take it up to cow. And exhale, pop it back to cat. From our cat stretch here, let's sit the hips back to heels and drop into child's pose. So we're just going to take a little bit of a warm-up just to engage, just to open the body, and then we'll begin our headstand. So from child's pose, looking forward, we'll inhale, roll up and into tabletop. As we exhale, taking ourselves down to knees, chest, chin, we'll inhale, pop up into cobra, and exhale, roll it back into child's pose. Let's do two more of these. Inhale, roll it up, tabletop. Exhale, take it down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, scoop up, cobra. Exhale, press back, child's pose. One more. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, down, knees, chest, chin. Squeeze elbows to ribs. Inhale, scoop up, cobra. Exhale, push back onto all fours and then tuck the toes and lift up into down dog. Just giving the heels a pedal up and down, opening the back of the body. Relaxing the head, starting to engage the arms, starting to strengthen the shoulders. Let's take ourselves forward from down dog into plank, so look towards the hands, roll on the balls of the feet into a high plank position. We'll drop to the knees, half plank, elbows squeezing towards the ribs, chin and chest come down, knees, chest, chin, look forward. Scoop up and through cobra or up dog, and exhale back into down dog. On this next round, see if we can find our chaturanga arms, looking forward. Roll onto the balls of the feet, shoulders, elbows and wrists stack. And then we'll lower down to chaturanga, squeeze elbows to ribs. Stop when the elbows and the shoulders are in line, then tuck the toes, push up into cobra or up dog. And exhale back into down dog. Just to warm those chaturanga arms up a little bit more, can we go one more round, just like that, roll on the balls of the feet. Find your high plank, come down to chaturanga, look forward. Inhale, cobra or up dog. We'll go back into child's pose. Hips to heels, belly and chest soften over the thighs, head relaxes down. So we're warming our wrists, we're finding our chaturanga arms. Next, we'll just take a little bit of prep with dolphin, and that's going to help warm and strengthen our shoulders. So hands into clasp position, elbows underneath the shoulders. Pressing down through the arms, pushing down through the hands. Tuck the toes under and lift the hips up, relax the head. Keep pressing nice and firmly through the arms. Eyes open or closed, wherever you feel more comfortable. Maybe we can take a little step forward with the feet towards the elbows. Keep pushing into those arms. Can we try picking up the right leg? Hold and breathe here, press through the arms, take 3. 2. And 1, keep pressing through the arms. Can we go with the left leg? Inhale, lift, 3. Press 2. And 1, release. Left foot down, knees to the ground. Hips to heels, relax and breathe. Reconnect. Okay, so nice and slowly, we're going to help ourselves up and into a kneeling position where we're going to find our crown. So if you're not sure where the crown of your head is, you want to bring the hands into an L shape, thumb between the eyebrows, and wherever the first finger is, round about there is your crown. It's really important that the weight is here on the top of the head. I mentioned it briefly as well in the other supported headstand video. We want the crown of the head to be on the floor. That way we're nice and straight through the neck. If the head's too far back, if the weight's too far back like that, when we lift, we're gonna roll over. If the weight's too far forward like this, don't know if you can see, but the neck gets scrunched. So we want the neck to be nice and long. Let's just come into this rabbit pose. So we find in the crown, we go from kneeling and take the crown all the way down onto the floor. And just relax the arms by the sides. And if you're not used to being upside down, then you might just want to hold here until this starts to feel quite comfortable. You can also bring the hands by the head if you want to push through the hands just to take some support. Wherever you feel good. This has already given us the benefits of an inversion where we're tipping ourselves upside down. Hanging here for a few breaths, really connecting to how we feel and where we want to go today. After each stage of our headstand, we're going to release by pushing back into child's pose, just to reset. So when you're ready, come out of your rabbit pose, pop the hips back to the heels, the belly and chest over the thighs, and drop into child's pose. If you feel compression or pain in the neck or the head, ease off, don't push through. Take that as your body's way of saying, yeah, that's enough for me today. Okay, let's go into the next stage of our pose. Now we're going to find the arm position. We warmed up with chaturanga arms, and this is really going to help us with stability through tripod headstand. So we've got the crown of the head going down onto the floor, and then we want to bring the arms into position. Now this for me, I remember learning this pose, and I couldn't do it. And it was somebody pointed out to me, I was trying to do it with my hands right up by my head right here. There's no way, well, it's really going to be really difficult and really strained on the head and the neck if you try and lift up this way. So position of the hands, slide them back, find chaturanga arms here, 90 degrees. Fingers are spread wide. Elbows not dropping out to the side, but rather hugging in towards the body. And for this one, we really want to push into the hands, and that'll ease the amount of weight that's going down into the head. If you need to, you can do this, double the mat up for a bit of extra cushioning on the crown. Okay, so let's get our head in position, our hands ready. Triangle, tripod shape, that's where the name comes from. We want this strong, sturdy foundation. We might just want to hold here. If this is feeling fine and we want to try a bit more, tuck the toes and lift up the legs. How does that feel? Hold and breathe, push through the hands, take 3. 2, and 1. Back to child's pose, relax. Couple of breaths. Okay, ready for the next stage of our tripod. So coming back into that triangular shape with the hands in position, the crown of the head down. Press into the hands, lifting up the hips and then walking the feet towards the hands. If you want to try a little bit of a balance, can you bring the knees either side of the elbows? How does this feel? Draw in that core, squeeze the navel in towards the spine. If you feel ready, release the knees away from the elbows and squeeze them in towards the belly. 3, pressing down through those hands. 2, 1. Take it back, relax, hips to heels, and breathe. So it may just be that you want to hang and practice without lifting the legs all the way up, keeping them either at the side of the knee or in towards the belly, in towards the chest. Hands are grounded, crown of the head's down. Find that triangular shape. Tuck the toes, walk the feet in. Knees on elbows, knees in towards the chest, or go ahead and lift up the legs if you want a little more. Hold and breathe where you can. When you're ready, release the knees back, either side of the elbows if possible. Take the feet down and relax. Back into child's pose.